Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Lick Branch Farms. Today we are going to be planting our elephant garlic. We got to get in here and get all this stuff cleaned off of it. We got 5 pounds that we're going to plant today down in the garden. But first, we got to feed all these guys. What's up? What's up, Butterbean? What's up, Moo? Y'all ready to eat breakfast? Yeah, so let me get these guys fed up and then we'll get down here in the garden. Now, get chickens. Where's the move? Those guys. So now, I'll get Daisy. Back up. All right, guys, so we got our garlic ready to go in the ground, and I went ahead and took all the outside skin off of it. You don't have to do that, but I did it just for the purposes of the video. And what I ordered was 5 pounds. That they advertised it being 40 cloves, and what I got here is 51 out of that 5 pound bag. So, you know, they give you more than they advertise, which is always a good thing, because, you know, sometimes most of them, well, sometimes all of them, out of all of them, you only get a couple that don't make it or don't succeed. So you got a little bit of extra to play with. That's a good thing. But out of these 51, if all of them were to make it, we would be looking at probably close to 408 cloves next year. And half of that we're going to put back for next year's rootstock, which will be 204. Let's say we'd round it off to 200. We take 200 cloves and save it for rootstock for next fall. Mind you, now we're going to be harvesting this. This is December. This is the first week in December of 2020. This garlic is going to be harvested in August, September of 2021. So we're talking 8-9 months from now that this stuff is going to get harvested, and we'll cure it out for a few weeks, and it'll keep, you know, this stuff will keep for a long time. But we're going to turn half of our harvest back into the ground. So next year, 2022, man, we could be pushing 800 cloves of this stuff. So that's why we're getting set up now with our rootstock, so we can start multiplying this stuff and we can start offering it to our market farm. So we're going to get, I got the furrow already in the garden. Let me show you guys this. Went through with my little tiller, my cultivating tiller, and made sure I got everything busted up good, got all the rocks out and all that stuff. And one thing to keep in mind now, Garlic is a root crop, just like potatoes or carrots or onions. You know, if you got rocks in your soil, do your best to get most of those out that you can, because they will just impede the growth and, you know, make deformed bulbs and all that stuff. And, you know, you put a lot of effort and time into gardening. Do it right the first time. Usually you won't have any issues. But yeah, we got the furrow. I got to get that row's 82 feet long. Now I got to do the math now and try to figure out how far apart I'm gonna plant them. I had it figured at 2 feet, and I brought just a simple old level down here. And no, we're not gonna level anything in the garden, but this level is 2 feet, so it would be easy gauge for me to gauge each one of these bulbs. Now, they say you can plant them as close as a foot apart, and be okay, but we're talking about plants that are probably going to get 36, 48 inches tall, and they're going to be, I mean, I have all kinds of greens on. The stalk won't be that big, but you can see some of this is the old stuff. This is what the cloves would have clung to right here, and that's where they crimp it off. But as it dries, man, this thing was probably big around as a quarter, I can imagine. But yeah, I'm gonna get out here and gauge how far apart I've got to put these now, knowing that I've got 51 to plant. That's going to change a little bit. That's going to draw us up a little bit. It'll still be more than a foot apart, but I'm thinking about 16 inches is probably going to do it. So we're going to get out here in the garden and get these things put in the ground. All right, guys, so I figured it up at 51 cloves and an 80-foot row. That gives us a foot, 1.5 feet, which, you know, I rounded it off to a foot and a half. So what we're going to do now, we're going to use this old paint stick, and I'm going to go down through here and I'm going to gauge these, and we're going to set them out, and then we're going to come back and cover them up. Remember what I said though, you want to put the root end, which is this end, put the root end down with the pointy end pointed straight up, because that's where your greens are going to come off of. And we're going to get started down this road putting these in, and hopefully it won't take too long. All right, guys, well, we got that row in. That row is 80 feet long, and there's 51 cloves of elephant garlic in that row. Now, we covered them up maybe an inch, maybe a little more than an inch. That rain's gonna beat them down tonight anyway, so yeah, glad to have that part done. Got the garlic in, got my onions in. The onions are doing great. I was really surprised at, you know, how hard it frosted past couple days, and it didn't even phase these onions. So they're actually standing back up, and the little tips that were kind of dry have already greened back up. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this. And you see we got this mustard, 2 rows of mustard, southern curly top, and then I got a row of Savannah. Not really sure what's going to happen there. I had to seed, I put it in the ground. I mean, we're just going to see. If we get a week of warm weather, that mustard will jump. You watch what I'm telling you, because that one over there, I fertilized it when it was cold, not thinking, and watered it in real good, and next week it got into the 70s, and man, I had to cut it 3 times that week. But yeah, I think I'm done down here today. I'm gonna go through and clean some of these rocks up that I just dug out. I'm gonna get this this drip tape out of the way, and after this rain that comes in tonight, I'm gonna have to come back in and cultivate this a little bit more. It's starting to get a little flat, cracking. I want to get some soil pulled up around it. Couple weeks I'm gonna hit it with some fertilizer. You gotta remember, garlic and onions are real heavy feeders now. They like a lot of nitrogen, so I'm gonna try to get them on about a every 2 week schedule, depending on the amount of rain we get. If we don't get any rain, I can irrigate it. That's not a problem. But we got a lot of other things that's coming up around here, man. We're gonna clean these collar plants up out of here, and when I get that load of compost in, we're gonna start amending these plots. I've got that greenhouse to start laying off. You know, I've got the goat barn to start building, goat pasture to start building. Got a lot of projects coming up here. So if you enjoy that kind of stuff, reach over and click that subscribe button, and click the bell notification so you get notified every time I put out a video. Gonna do a deer hunting video in the morning, and I got a good feeling about that one. But it's cooled off, so deer moving now. We got a lot of stuff going on around here, and there ain't no telling what you're gonna see a video on, to be honest with you. But yeah, appreciate you guys stopping by, and as always, we'll see you on the next video.